Hello friends, welcome to Power Electronics lecture series. Today we will discuss about the one of the major uh, device in the power converter, that is cycloconverters. Earlier I have made so many videos on the power converters which are used in the power electronics. So as you know, I will briefly describe the some of the type of power converters before moving to the cycloconverters. So in power electronics, there are various types of power converters, that is DC to DC, that means direct current to direct current, AC to AC, alternating current into alternating current, DC to AC, direct current to alternating current, and AC to DC, that is alternating current to direct current. So there are some frequency converters also. That means there is a frequency conversion takes place. That means either it will be step up or it can be step down. So we will see afterwards. So I will briefly introduce one by one the power converters used in the power electronics. The first one, that is direct current to direct current, DC to DC, is called as chopper. Okay, the chopper is a device which converts fixed DC input voltage into variable DC output voltage. Okay, so the chopper does this work, that is conversion of direct current to direct current. The output voltage may be step up DC or can be step down DC, depends upon the circuit configuration used as a chopper. The next device is alternating current to alternating current, that is AC to AC. These are the AC voltage controllers. Okay, in that type there is one type, that is cycloconverter, which are nothing but the frequency conversion device. We will briefly discuss this type of devices in this video. Then there is a DC to AC, that is direct current to alternating current. These are nothing but the inverters. Okay, so there is inversion is takes place, that is it convert direct current into alternating current. The output waveform may be square wave type, we have to convert it into sine wave. So inverter does this work. And the last device is nothing but the AC to DC, that is rectifiers. Okay, that there may be a single phase or three phase rectifiers. Inverters may be single phase or three phase. And there are also types of in cycloconverters which are single phase or in three phase cycloconverters. So I have made videos on the rectifiers, inverters, and some other power converters. We will discuss today regarding the cycloconverters, which are nothing but the frequency converters. So one can see the theoretical part of cycloconverters. So in industrial applications, two forms of electrical energy is required, that is direct current and alternating current. Constant voltage and constant current AC is directly available. However, for different applications, different forms, different voltages, different currents are needed. So converters needed to be achieved different forms. These converters are classified as rectifiers, choppers, inverters, and cycloconverters. Like I have told earlier about that power converters. So cycloconverter is a device that converts AC power at one frequency into AC power of an adjustable but lower frequency without any direct current or DC stage in between them. Okay, so this is the definition of cycloconverters. This is the purpose of cycloconverters, that is a device that converts alternating power at one frequency into alternating power at adjustable frequency or maybe lower frequency without any DC stage in between them. Okay, so these are nothing but the frequency converters, that is at the input of cycloconverters there is AC power having particular frequency, and at the output of cycloconverter there will be AC power, but it will have step down frequency, that is lower frequency as compared to input frequency. Or there are some cycloconverters which can step up the input frequency, those are nothing but the step up cycloconverters. That means it is totally depend on the frequency conversion in the AC power. So one can see the basic small diagram one basic block diagram of cycloconverter, that is at the input fixed voltage fixed frequency AC input is given at the input of cycloconverter. Thus the cycloconverter will step up or step down the input frequency as the application needed. So at the output we are getting AC waveform, but it will have variable frequency. It may be a step up frequency or step down frequency. So please remember, this is the basic function of cycloconverter, which are nothing but the frequency converter, and which is also the type of power devices used in power electronics. So there are various applications of cycloconverters. There are so many advantages. Some are the disadvantages regarding with the cycloconverters. We will see it one by one. So let's move forward. So there are some another definitions of cycloconverter. The cycloconverter, in short form it is CCV, or cycloinverters, converts a constant voltage, constant frequency AC waveform to another AC waveform of lower frequency. So the cycloconverters are used in very large variable frequency drives with ratings from few megawatts up to tens of megawatts. Okay, so this is the frequency range given for the cycloconverters. In between them the cycloconverters can operate. So it is widely used for the variable frequency drives, okay, that is in VFDs, with the ratings from few megawatts to up to tens of megawatts. These are the frequency ratings of cycloconverters. We will see the detailed specifications regarding the voltage, current and frequency and the output power in next video regarding with the cycloconverters. So we will see the types of cycloconverters. So there are two types of, according to the output frequency, which are showing below. That means there are two types of cycloconverters depending upon the output frequency. That is, like I have told earlier, that is step up cycloconverters and step down cycloconverters. Okay, step up means which will increase the frequency at the output side or step up the frequency at the output side, and step down means the frequency at the output side is lower than input frequency of the AC waveform. So from the definition we can clear this thing. So the first one, that is what is step up cycloconverter. So from the definition we can see that it can provide an output having the frequency greater than the input frequency by using line commutation technique. Okay, so step up cycloconverters can provide an output having frequency greater than input frequency, and to commutate the SCR or turning off the SCR, the SCR used in the circuitry of cycloconverters, the line commutation is used. And the second type is step down cycloconverter. So it provides output having lower frequency than the input frequency by using force commutation. So in the circuit of step down cycloconverters, there are also so many SCRs can be used to convert frequency conversion, to convert one form of frequency to variable frequency. There are so many SCRs. So the turning off of the SCR can be done through this force commutation. So this is the basic difference between step up cycloconverters and step down cycloconverters. In this video, I will tell you about step up cycloconverters, its circuit diagram and its working and its waveform. So let's see the next point. The step up cycloconverter circuits can be further classified into following types. Okay, there are other three types for the step up cycloconverter, depends upon the single phase and three phase supply. So these are single phase to single phase cycloconverters, three phase to single phase cycloconverters, three phase to three phase cycloconverters. So these are another three types of the step down cycloconverter, which are mostly used in the industrial purpose. That means single phase to single phase, three phase to single phase and three phase to three phase. So as the phases are increases, the quantity of SCR, the total numbers of SCR in the circuit will also increase, and the circuit will be more complex or bulkier. Okay, so for this lecture we will only focus on the single phase to single phase cycloconverters. I will show you some circuits and the diagrams and some waveforms regarding with the three phase cycloconverters in upcoming videos. Okay, so let's focus on the single phase to single phase cycloconverter. The first type, which we have shown, that the single phase to single phase step up cycloconverter in the frequency configuration. So there is some description about the types of cycloconverter, that is, besides the frequency control, cycloconverter output voltage can be varied by applying phase control technique. This can be used to provide either fixed frequency output from variable frequency input or variable frequency output from fixed frequency input. So the basic mechanism in behind this is the phase control technique. I have made one video regarding with the integral cycle control and the phase control. Please refer those videos. We will clearly understand how this phase control can be used and how the AC input voltage can be controlled. So this can be further used as fixed frequency output from variable frequency input value or variable frequency output from fixed frequency input. So those are some conversion can also be takes place through cycloconverters. So let's move forward for the first type of cycloconverter, that is single phase to single phase step up cycloconverter. So this is the basic circuit diagram of the single phase to single phase step up cycloconverter. There are two topologies for this conversion in the single phase step up cycloconverters. The first one is the diagram A is the midpoint type. Okay, the diagram A, the circuit diagram having number A, is the midpoint type single phase to single phase step up cycloconverter, and the second one is B, is the bridge type. Okay, so there are some difference in quantity of SCRs used in the both topologies. That is, in midpoint type there are total 4 SCRs, P1, P2, N1 and N2, and the bridge type there are total 8 SCRs, P1, P2, P3, P4, and N1, N2, N3, N4. So why there is a naming like N1, N and P? That means the name having the SCRP, which will only work for positive cycles. Okay, for the positive part of the output, and the SCRs having name N will work for negative part at the output. Okay, you will clearly understand after watching the waveforms. I will tell you the operation of this step up cycloconverter, how the frequency can be step up with the help of those circuits. So let's consider first, that is midpoint type cycloconverter, which having 4 SCRs. We can see the circuit diagram of midpoint single phase to single phase step up cycloconverter. That is, there is a input source Vs, which is nothing but the AC alternating current source. The input power can be provided from this source. The secondary of transformer is center tapped at the center. The point at the center is O. So the load is connected between point O and the A. Okay, we can see from this diagram the load is connected between point O and the point A. So in the upper part there is two SCRs, that is P1 and N1, which are connected in anti-parallel manner, and in the downside of waveform there are total two SCRs, that is P2 and N2, which are also connected in anti-parallel manner. So how the circuit works and how we will get step up frequency at the output, we will see this. So we can see from the waveform the line shown by bold in color, okay, dark color, which are nothing but the increased frequency, Okay, so first positive cycle for the first positive half cycle of the AC input wave, the AC can be taken from the source Vs. We can see for the first positive half cycle, the SCRs P1 and the SCR N2 is forward bias. Okay, that means at the anode of the P1 there is positive supply. Also at the bottom, that is N2, the cathode of the N2 is connected to negative supply and the anode to the positive supply. So please concentrate for the first positive half cycle. Okay, the voltage of the polarity of voltage at the point A, small a, is positive, and the polarity at the point B, small b, is negative. You should have clear this thing. That is, during positive half cycle, voltage VAO is positive, VBO is negative. Okay, that is shown by these polarities. So during positive half cycle, the SCR P1 and the N2 will forward bias. Okay, so by turning on P1, we get the positive part of this cycle, and we then again we turn off the P1. Okay, this is operation only for first positive half cycle of the AC wave. So for the first, we'll trigger the P1. So P1 will trigger. Then after getting some voltage, then N2 will trigger. Okay, N2 will provide reverse voltage. So there is negative path for this diagram. So after turning off the N2, we again turn off the P1. Again turn on the P1 after point omega T2. Then after commutation of P1, there is a turning off of or triggering of N2, and so the process is takes place. Okay, so for the first positive half cycle, we turn on P1 first, then P1 will commutate, then we will turn on the N2, then N2 will commutate, then again we will turn on the P1, N2, P1 and N2. So this is the process will continues for the first positive half cycle. So we are getting that so many cycles for the first half cycle of the AC input wave. This waveform shows the output voltage of the load. Okay, so during negative voltage, what will happen, or negative half cycle? So during negative half cycle, from this diagram, the midpoint type cycloconverter, during negative half cycle, the small b, that is small b point, is will be positive, and the point small a is negative. So during negative half cycle, SCR N1 and P2 will forward bias. Okay, the SCR N1 and P2 will forward bias for the negative half cycle of AC input voltage. So due to forward biasing of N1 and P2, we will trigger this SCR one by one. That is, first we will trigger SCR P2. Okay, then P2 will commutate using line commutation. Then we will trigger SCR N1. Okay, again we will commutate the SCR N1. Then triggering is provided to the SCR P2. Again N1, again P2, N1, P2. So this process will continues. So in this way, we are getting so many cycles in only one cycle of the AC input voltage. Okay, we are getting so many cycles in only one cycle of AC input voltage. So that means capital TS is equal to 1 upon Fs is a standard formula for the time period. So we can see that there is a step up in frequency using turning on and turning off of the SCR during first positive half cycle and the 2 SCR during negative half cycle. That means P1 and N2 for the first positive half cycle and P2 and N1 for negative half cycle are used to increase the SCR or to step up the increase the frequency or to step up the frequency. I think you should have cleared the operation of this circuit. Okay, that means how we can achieve the higher frequency as compared to input frequency from the turning on and turning off of the SCRs. Okay, So there is another topology for the single phase to single phase step up cycloconverter. That means it is a bridge type. The operation will be same, only the SCR turning on and turning off will be changes. Here two SCR will use at a time to turn on, and two SCR are used. Similarly, these two SCR will commutate after some time, and again two SCRs are used to turning on the to increase the frequency. So please remember, this is basic operation for the single phase to single phase step up cycloconverter. We are increasing the frequency at the output side by turning on and turning off of the SCR one by one. Now we will discuss about some applications of the cycloconverters. So cycloconverters are mainly used for producing low frequency AC voltage. Also there are some cycloconverters which can produce higher frequency, which just we have seen this. The main application of such requirement is the electric traction system, where low frequency, typically 25 Hz or 16 2 by 3 Hz are preferred. These are applications for the step down cycloconverter. We will also discuss this application in the next video, when I will make the video regarding with the step down cycloconverters. So the common applications of cycloconverters include: it can be used for HVDC transmission system, that means high voltage DC transmission system, in static VAR generation, in aircraft or shipboard power supplies, speed control of higher power AC drives, grinding mills, cement mill drives, mine winders, or in induction heating. So these are the most widely used applications of cycloconverters. These are the most common applications. In this application, there may be a step down cycloconverter used or step up cycloconverter can be used. So this is all regarding with the basics of cycloconverter and the step up cycloconverter. So please remember the circuit diagram and the waveform, the two topologies, that is midpoint type and bridge type, and the circuit diagram will be same, sorry, the waveform will be same for both the topologies, only the SCR will changes, triggering methods of SCR will change. This is the basic difference between these two. So that's it for today. This is all for step up cycloconverter. Thank you.